Yes, sadly, the news, of course, Robin Williams passed away today, age 63, in his Northern California home. And his representative, his media representative, has said, yes, he has passed away. He's been battling severe depression of late. There is a tragic and sudden loss, and the family respectfully asked for their privacy as they grieve during this very difficult time. And if, at the moment you can't find any joy or happy, or the smile's just not there for you at the moment, we all suffer from depression, no matter how small or big it is. And you know what? It's not abnormal, it's very normal. So you may well need just a helping hand. And there's a couple of, one website, a fantastic website, which is depression.org. Now there is a little survey that you can fill in, and also some helpful hints. And if you don't have access to the internet, that's okay, because you can call Lifeline on 0800 543 354. Take that helping hand if you think you need it. Well, on today's show, we head out to Contours in Papanui. Rihanna is there, getting fit as she is, doing really, really well. So proud of her. And we find out about a wonderful book from the charity hospital. But first up, I'm joined by the Pleasant Point Yacht Club, Nigel Humphreys. Now, Pleasant Point, let's clarify it first before we get near. It's not near Timaru though, is it?
No, it definitely isn't.
No, so tell us, where is the Pleasant Point Yacht Club located?
Right, Pleasant Point Yacht Club was originally located alongside the South Brighton Bridge in South Brighton on the south side of the river until the September 10 earthquake. When that occurred, it totally destroyed the club, and we had to start thinking about what happened.
Oh my goodness. And you were the only yacht club though in Canterbury that lost all of its facilities though?
Correct, yes. Within 2 weeks we were pulling all our materials, all our rescue boats and everything out of our club.
I've got some images here, Nigel.
That's right. That image there is a few months on, prior to the building being demolished. And there it is being demolished. Now that's June 2011. We were paid our insurance money and we had to get off the land. That land was it had sunk so much that it was being flooded on a regular occasion. There was water right through the clubhouse at that stage.
So how did you keep running normally then? If you didn't have
that's what the committee actually had to come to grips with that. They met virtually twice a month to work out what would occur. But we were first hosted by Naval Point Club in Littleton. Very generously they took our program and helped run it for us on Sundays.
Oh, great.
And so we took our boats over there and sailed over there. And that worked up until Christmas, and then another sister club on the estuary, if we can call a club a sister club, Mount Pleasant Yacht Club over by the Ferrymead Bridge, offered us their facilities, and we combined fleets with them. That was after Christmas 2010, so January 2011. But of course we all know what happened about a month later. February 22nd caused absolute havoc and further destroyed issues around yachting on the estuary, closed the estuary for the rest of that summer season. And then the 2012-2013 season was actually also closed out. We put the club into recess for that period, just to say, well, we can't offer our members any activity.
Right.
It's just closed out. The water was contaminated, so it was a real issue.
So Nigel, the exciting thing, starting afresh, have you found a site to re-establish?
Yes, it's taken a while, but the club has settled on a site in South Brighton Park. It is a sports and rec reserve, and the City Council has agreed that we can occupy a piece of land there.
I think we have an artisan.
It's a concept of what might happen. On the left side there's the existing jetty that's down there, very, very damaged, that jetty, but we hope to be able to work in with the council and re-establish some facilities. We have moved on a little bit from that concept. We've undertaken geotech work on a piece of land, and it's indicated that there's nothing that will stop us building there.
Great.
And we've got some funding from Christchurch Earthquake Appeals Trust to build a new ramp, which is heartening.
Oh, how wonderful.
As at September 2013, we had our first open day, or we opened there for the last season to sail from that site. That was the first time we were back on the estuary in our home waters.
Are you always looking for new members?
Oh, certainly, yes. The club, of course, like a lot of clubs, lost members during the time, simply not being able to operate and people having other things on their books. I mean, we've all had issues. And so we've looking to get underway with a membership drive.
Great. And on Friday, we have a special event.
Right, Friday night, this Friday
Yes.
at 7:30 in the South New Brighton Community Centre, which is off Beatty Street. The club is having an open night for people who are interested in yachting to come along and learn about what Pleasant Point Yacht Club can offer, membership types, learn to sail, and also we're looking for people who have got boats that perhaps haven't had them out on the water for a while, that perhaps have had issues sailing them, that want a little bit of tuition. We can help there, and we'd love to see them and get them on the water and build our club back up again.
Great. So recap, the location is this.
That's the South New Brighton Community Centre.
Wonderful.
Off Beatty Street,
Great.
7:30, 15th of August.
Lovely. Thank you, Nigel, for joining us today. We heard
Thank
it
you
there.
very much.
If you've maybe had this dream of a yacht and sailing, then you could make it a reality. Just go on Friday night. Thanks, Nigel. Join us after the break. It's Rihanna at Contours.
Arts 21 showcases the vast creative talent and minds that are making a name for themselves in Europe and beyond. Think outside the square with Arts 21.
There's a general election in September. If you didn't get your enrolment update pack, then you're not enrolled to vote. To get an enrolment form, go to elections.org.nz or free phone 0800 36 76 56.
Warm yourself up with a delicious wintry meal at Hinton's Restaurant and Vineyard. Let the flavours of the country linger in your mouth long after your plates and glasses have been cleared. Enjoy an afternoon of comfort and class with great people. Hinton's Restaurant and Vineyard.
Located at the foot of the Port Hills, Berrymead Golf offers a spectacular location for any occasion. Make a dream wedding a reality with private use of our green function room, outdoor garden courtyard, large marquee and stunning gazebo. Or for your next conference, enjoy the relaxed atmosphere of Berrymead Golf, offering a private, spacious conference room with special deals to make any break a true break. All with customised catering from the Wow Cafe. Berrymead Golf, 50 Berrymead Park Drive, right next to the Berrymead Heritage Park.
Introducing My Freeview.
This fella doesn't just preserve your right to watch free digital TV. It fits your viewing around your life. Too busy putting out fires? Record at the touch of a button. Want to watch one channel and record another? You can. And if you need to nip away,
Hit pause, even a live show.
for a one-off payment, you can enjoy Freeview when it suits you, not someone else.
It's like having your own TV station at home without monthly fees or contracts. My Freeview. It's Kiwi for TV.
Come in and meet the locals at the Bush Inn Centre. Whether it's to grab a coffee on the go or to catch up with a friend over lunch or dinner, the Bush Inn Centre is the perfect place. With our unique range of shops, you'll find everything you're looking for and more. Our friendly locals are always happy to help. We have plenty of parking at the Bush Inn Centre, making your shopping experience just a little bit easier. So come in, meet the locals and shop Bush Inn. You'll find us on the corner of Riccarton and Waimari Roads.
Drive It showcases the new arrivals to the motoring world, comparing and testing the latest models to discover which one is the best. Drive It, Sunday afternoons at 2:30, only on CTV.
So have you been thinking being the operative word, about some exercise and you need some help, then Contours in Papanui is the place to go. And we now join Rihanna with Lynn, who's actually her last segment with Rihanna today, as she's going off to be a mum.
Week 8 down here at Contours and Lynn. Now, this is Lynn's last week, for obvious reasons. How's it going for you anyway?
It's going great. Yeah, it's going really, really well.
All excited?
Yeah.
Oh,
It'll be
baby.
good. Yeah.
Now, today we're focusing on things you can do at home.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to be a bit sneaky about this. So Because I'll be on maternity leave, this is the kind of stuff I'll be doing at home as well.
Right.
So it's just good to get overall, kind of like keep your overall strength.
So perfect for perhaps new mums, maybe wanting to do a bit of a workout
Definitely.
at home?
Yep, we're going to do different kind of like levels today. So we're going to go beginner, intermediate and advanced as well.
Okay, well let's get into it.
Okay, so we're going to make sure we do a good warm-up. So Rihanna's done a great one, just running around. So now we're going to go into the squats. So we're going to be working your quads, your bum, your hamstrings. So we're going to start with the chair and then we're going to advance it on a wee bit. Okay. Just drop down till you feel that chair touch your bum and then stand back up. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Excellent. So that's the beginners. Now we're going to go intermediate. So we're just going to step a little bit further out. We're going to do squats without the chair. So we just want to try and get that a little bit lower when we're doing it. Okay, advanced time. Jump squats. Okay, making sure that you're cushioning your joints the entire time. I don't want us landing like an elephant. I want us landing like fairies. Now we're going to work through our chest and our triceps, backs of the arms, okay? So this is a great move just to keep those arms nice and toned because we don't want any bingo wings. Okay? All right, so beginner's option is going to be your box press-ups. So what I want, on your knees, hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart, and all we're going to do is keep that bum up nice and high. Just going to go straight down, push back up. All right, intermediate option. So we've got our bum a wee bit lower. We're leaning out over those hands a wee bit more. Bring those hands back in slightly. Beautiful. And keep that core working. And then we're just going to drop down from there. And again, nice and low. I want that nose nearly touching the ground. Back. No curve in that lower back. So advanced option is going to be your full press-ups. We're going to do them from your toes. Proper press-ups, as we like to call them. Yep, okay, so it's hand position, which is the most important thing. We don't want those hands too far out because it puts too much strain through our shoulders. We want to keep them back in that nice, strong position. Shoulders down, chest up. Okay, so now we're going to work on your back. So that's the hardest thing to work at home. So we're going to be a wee bit stricter with a postural point of view. Okay, so I'm going to get you to go feet hip width apart, stick your bum out, and lean over. Cool, okay. So we want to keep this back nice and flat. We don't want to round it forward, so show everybody kind of like round it forward. So we never want to see that because that's not going to get your back working. So lift up your chest, stick out your bum, pull in your abs. Beautiful, that's exactly what we want. Okay, so beginners, bum out, chest out. Okay, so hands down by your side. Thumbs pointing up, and all I want you to do is just bring them in and squeeze those shoulder blades together as hard as you can. That's it, and then just release it out again. Bring it in and squeeze, beautiful. Keep those shoulders down and think squeezing those muscles through here. So although it doesn't look like a lot, we're actually getting that back working here. Do you feel those muscles working? Good, so this is the beginner's option, and then we'll go on, we'll just add a little bit of weight that you can just find in your house.
And that's right, it is to be continued later in the show. Well, stay with us after the break. We don't meet Sylvester the cat, but we certainly hear all about him at the charity hospital. Canterbury Live coming to you daily at 4:30. It's all about what's happening in your region, Canterbury, what's hot, what's not, and much more. Canterbury Live.
Yuck, look at all this moss and lichen. I'm not getting up there, not in these heels. Time to call Mossbuster.
Mossbuster is a no-bleach, non-abrasive, biodegradable solution that has over 35 years of proven results. You can buy Mossbuster online for less than half the cost of other well-known products and can be yours for less than $1 a litre. You just spray it on and let Mother Nature do the rest, or Mossbuster can do it for you. Check out our website or call the Mossbuster crew for a free quote. Mossbuster, 0800 88 1000.
My son's helped me greatly with my independence now that I've got more mobility.
Mum, I've been looking into stand assist chairs from More Mobility. They recline back with a footrest, then when you want to get out of them, they stand you up. You can even sleep on them. More Mobility can bring one out for a free trial. There's even electric beds too. What do you think? For more range and more expert advice, see More Mobility, corner Clarence and Princess Streets off Blenheim Road.
What a difference More Mobility makes.
Welcome to Caltex Redwood. We're a family-owned business proudly supporting our local community. We're open 24/7 for fuel and shop goods, and we have an amazing team of people ready to help you. Save at least 6 cents per litre using AA Smart Fuel cards. We also offer great value on our LPG bottle fills. We have a full workshop and Bridgestone Tyre Centre. Our mechanics and tyre technicians will get your car sorted. Caltex Redwood. We're just down from St Bede's on Main North Road. Caltex Redwood. What drives you?
CTV News and Weather, first at 5. Be the first to find out about the rebuild, local politics, business, sports, culture and community. CTV News and Weather, first at 5, only on CTV.
Well, Canterbury is filled with wonderful people that love giving back to community, and the charity hospital is no exception. I'm joined by a very glamorous looking registered nurse today. She's minus her scrubs. It is Virginia Walker. Welcome.
Thank you, Andrea.
It's all right. And we'll talk about the book very shortly, which is very exciting. But let's just firstly, so for everyone at home, if they don't know about the charity hospital, what is it?
The charity hospital offers healthcare free to Canterburyans, and it's the people who fall through the cracks and can't access care through the health system.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it, isn't it? So what kind of services do you offer free then?
A lot of services, a lot of surgery, gynae, counselling, dental. The best way people can find out is look on our website, or there's brochures at all the dentists and the GPs, and it has all the information there, and so they can see if they're eligible and have a chat to their dentist or GP.
Neat. And the great thing about it, we had Mr. Bagshaw here, you know, a few months ago, and he's so passionate about it. It was lovely having a chat with him. Yeah, and there's so many of the medical profession offering their service to us.
That's right. There's over 280 volunteers that work there, and that's why it's able to happen, because they volunteer their time free.
Yeah.
And so that's where a lot of the cost is. And the rest of the time we have to fundraise or get grants. And so that's why it's our annual appeal time.
I know, and I believe we've got you to thank, Virginia, for coming up with the idea. I think we've got the book there. Sylvester, the charity hospital cat.
And there really is a cat called Sylvester who spends a lot of time at the charity hospital. He's actually the neighbour's cat.
Yes.
And a couple of years ago I thought, I'm going to write a book on
Sylvester
the cat.
There it is there.
But it turns out I'm not a very good book writer, and I've got a very clever friend called Julie Hutton, and she said, I'd love to write the poem for the charity hospital.
Yeah.
And then we had to find an illustrator, and we're very grateful. Garrick Tremaine said that he would illustrate it for us.
That's outstanding.
And then our fundraiser, Rosie, coordinated it all. And so we've got a lovely book for $7.50, which is a minimum donation. And it's great. People can come into the charity hospital and buy them.
Yeah.
You can go to our website and click on the Sylvester picture.
Oh, Nate. Oh, look.
And there he is. He likes reading about himself.
As you do. Yeah. Isn't he beautiful? So he is a neighbour's cat, but he's more at home at the charity hospital.
And we love, with my children, we go past on the weekend and we spot him. He'll be in the garden or on the veranda. He'll be somewhere there.
It must be a great comfort also to the patients that come in. I mean, a lovely distraction.
That's right. He wasn't allowed in the hospital. He's been there right from the beginning. But after the earthquakes, we did a lot of counselling.
Yeah.
And they just kept letting him in the door into reception. And he was a great distraction. Like you said, he would wander around their legs or hop up on their laps. And
Crikey.
From that day, he's been allowed in reception. Not on surgery days, but other days he does get in.
Yeah, no, I could probably appreciate that. I'd be breaking a lot of rules there.
Yeah.
One thing, though, with the charity hospital, I don't think people realise there is that it's had a huge response, well, apart from the medical, but there's actually doctors that actually fly from other parts of the country.
That's right, they do.
So not just Canterbury doctors that actually come from
the
outside
North
the region.
Island and from Nelson. Yes.
What do you think that puts it down to? Why do you think they make such an effort?
I think that people are sad about the health system. They're not everyone who needs the treatment can access it, and it feels good to give something back.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful? And this is such a great way to give back Sylvester, the charity hospital cat. And I think it's fantastic that Garrick Tremaine, I mean, wow, that's a pretty special to have him doing the illustrations for you.
Yes.
And you simply can buy them, as you said, online,
Yes.
so that the website is charityhospital.org.nz.
Yes.
Or at reception.
That's right. And the $7.50, it's a great stocking filler. People can start doing their Christmas shopping.
Yeah,
and
and giving back. Virginia, a personal question to you. Yes, you are a registered nurse at the charity hospital.
Yes.
And I'm sure you've worked at many, many hospitals and around, you know, over the years. What's the difference being at charity hospital?
It's funny, isn't it? People being there, volunteering and wanting to be there, everyone's happy to be there, which is great. You know, it's funny that sometimes when you get work somewhere where people are paid, how much, how there can be unhappiness, and everybody comes there because they want to be there, and people just like giving something back. And it amazes me how many people volunteer.
And the feedback from the patients must be amazing.
Yes,
yeah,
life changing for some of them.
That's it, isn't it? It's giving people the opportunity to have something done where they just would not get in the public health system.
People have to qualify. It's not everyone. You have to. They have to be able to be a day-stay patient. We can't have them overnight, and they have to not be able to get their service done by the public system, not have health insurance, not covered by ACC, and not have the funds themselves to pay.
Thanks, Virginia, and thank you for giving us a book to give away today. Yes. All you need to do now is simply call Marianne on 03 3777 033, and we just need to know what is the name of the cat. Well done, Virginia. All the best to you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as promised, we're with Contours to finish the show. See you tomorrow.
So we're going to use these water bottles as a little bit of extra weight. You can use tins of food in the pantry. Yeah, but just getting whatever you can find, yeah. So back into that same position, straighten out those arms, and again, let's just pull it in. So final one that we're going to do with this is still going to work on your back. We're just going to add in those arms a wee bit more. So we're going to do your bent over row with a bicep curl. So we're going to be working on the backs of the arms again. So we're going to start to do a little bit more isolated movements, as we call it. So the beginner's option is just tricep dips, nearly forgot the name of them, on the chair. So I'm going to get you to sit down on the edge of the chair. That's it. Making sure those fingers are facing forward, good, and all the weight's going through the heels of your hands. And then we're just going to keep those legs bent, take that bump off, and then drop straight down, bending those elbows and pushing back up. Most important thing, we always want that bum to be moving up and down, straight up and down. We don't want it to be moving towards those feet. Intermediate option, we're going to have hands in the same position. We're just going to have that leg straighter, which just means we're going to load up those arms more. So we're just pretty much just making it a wee bit harder. So advanced option time, we're going to have our feet up in another chair. This is not going to be fun.
It's not going to be fun.
Okay, but your arms are going to be looking beautiful. Okay, so just keep on thinking about that. So we're going to get a little bit of interval training in. It's going to be fun. We're just going to finish it off a little bit. We're going to do Tabata style training. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds through. So, a bit of core work just to finish off. We're going to do beginners, intermediate and advanced again. So we're going to start off with your prone hold, which is going to get all these muscles working around your core. So down on your forearms, on your knees, and again we're always thinking nice strong position connect through that back. So pulling those abs a little bit. Okay, so time for the intermediate one. We're going to do just about the exact same thing, but just on your toes, which is just going to create a wee bit more strain on those abs, get them working a wee bit harder. All right, so let's get down into position. So last one we're going to do is just a bit more of an advanced one. It's marching prone holds. So we're in the same position. Start off with right on your toes, and then we're just going to lift one foot up at the back, and then back down, that's it. And we want to keep that bum nice and low because we want to get this butt working as well as those abs. Last ones, we're going to do our bicycle crunches. We've got 2 options with these. We're going to do the beginners and the intermediate. So the beginners, we're going to go hands behind your head, both feet stay on the ground, that's it. And then we're going to go opposite knee comes up to the elbow. So we're going to bring this knee to this elbow and then back down. And then we'll change sides. Right, and just try and get those shoulders. So the intermediate option, similar movement, we're just going to have our feet off the ground all the time. So if you want to lift your feet up, Rihanna, that's it. Hands by your head again, and we're just going to go elbow, yep, to opposite knee, but we're going to start to straighten out that other leg as well. So these abs aren't designed for post-pregnancy, so I just want to put that out there. You have to come into the gym or actually go into someone who's got a bit more kind of like experience, a fitness professional, to get some post-pregnancy abs because they're a little bit different to your normal abdominal work.
Well, there you go, some good pointers that you can do right in your own home.
Absolutely, do not even need to leave the house.
Yes.
Yeah, this kind of stuff is great, but it never beats coming down into the gym and talking to a fitness professional. So
absolutely.
If you ever need to come down or you're not sure about anything, come down and see the girls at Contours and they'll look after you.
Right, now I'm going to say goodbye to Lynn because it's her last week training me, but thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Being a part of this journey.
Yep.
It's been fantastic.
It has been lots of fun. So I'm going to hand you over to Jane and Lou, who are going to look after you, much as I have. Yeah, and it'll be great. Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah,
okay.
You'll really enjoy it.
All right, well, thank you, Lynn, and we will see you down here next week.